And we're going to slow things down a bit this morning, real slow. That's right, Ansley Watson is joining us to tell us what we're talking about this morning. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. Have you ever gotten just one day without picking up your phone? If you have, then you can probably understand when I say that it was probably nice not to have that distraction. We live in a world where it's constantly busy and we're always on the move. But sometimes we just have to be calm, be still, and have a peace of mind. I'm standing in the Marquette Yoga Center where in a bit we're going to discuss meditation and ways to have that peace of mind. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Ansley sounding extra zen this morning, and Dan, that's a big change. I think she was dancing and singing a little bit early, so she's slowed it down for us.
Yeah, but you know what? That's okay. I think that kind of sets the tone for the whole yoga thing going on. And
right,
stuff.
nice, easy, relaxing day maybe. Well, today is Gandhi's birthday, therefore it's also a time we observe the International Day of Nonviolence. We're joined with Ansley Watson to talk about ways to practice a peaceful state of mind. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. We were just meditating earlier, and I feel great. I'm not stressed. I don't feel anxious. It's just a great feeling. So I'm joined this morning by the instructor at the Marquette Yoga Center, Mary Connor. Good morning.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm well.
Good.
I'm glad that we could sit and meditate for a little while. It was very nice.
It was nice. So how would you describe meditation to somebody? What is it?
Meditation is a way to help you be able to focus better. So by sitting and focusing maybe on your breath or a certain word, it just allows you to kind of get rid of all of the distractions around you and just kind of feel like your own self. And that's kind of like what yoga is all about, is trying to find your own real person, because we're so influenced by the world around us, what it is we're supposed to be wearing, what we're supposed to look like, how fat or how thin we're supposed to be. And so if you just kind of feel what your own body is telling you, then you just become a much more happier person. And so through yoga and meditation, if we become happier, then we're not as angry with all those other people around us, therefore not being violent for this wonderful day that we're celebrating.
Yeah, and so you kind of mentioned some health benefits from doing that, but what are some health benefits from just sitting and just thinking and breathing?
Well, first of all, we don't breathe normal all day long. We tend to breathe like way up in the top of our lungs. And the more stress that comes on us, the more we do this like short breathing. And we never breathe deep down into our belly, which is naturally the way you would do it. So if you see somebody sleeping, you would feel or see their belly rise and fall. But during the day, we just kind of get rid of that and we just breathe up on the top of the lungs. So it actually stimulates a little bit more stress response within our body. And then certain chemicals are given off, and then we end up totally stressed by the end of the day because we're never actually breathing, dropping deep into the lungs. It actually stimulates the vagus nerve, which is connected to our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part that keeps us more calm. And so throughout the day, we just do that. And then the more stress we have, it just causes basically havoc in the body. Your nervous system is just all tense. You never get to relax. And then you end up with like irritable bowel syndrome. You end up with anxiety, depression, people that are stressed out. A lot of autoimmune disorders come from being stressed out. I mean, there's some more to it, but I mean, really, they find that most diseases come from being stressed.
All right.
So we come here and unstress.
Thank you, Mary, so much. Stay with us. We'll probably do a little bit more meditation, maybe some yoga. Looking forward to that one. Stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Ansley. And Dan, I'll tell you what, it makes it easy to relax when you got a nice, calm day. Welcome back. Well, of course, yoga is taught to be a great way to clear the mind and rejuvenate the body. Ansley Watson is joining us to show us just how it's done. And Ansley, hopefully you're staying awake this morning.
Okay. Good morning, Sam. We're sitting here in the Marquette Yoga Center where we're going to learn some moves that you can do at work just to help stretch you out during the day. I know that we tend to slouch and just, our muscles tense up. So Megan here is going to teach us what we can do. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Ainsley. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Yeah, so we can get started with some stretches. Of course, while we're at work, we have this tendency to slouch over at the computer. We're so forward in life, texting, driving, holding emotion here. So let's start with some shoulder stretches. First, what you can do is you'll interlace your fingers like this. You'll use the heel of your hand to pull down on your chest. So automatically with this, using the weight of your shoulders and your arms, you're gonna get a little bit of a stretch right here through your neck. But to get more of a stretch, you'll inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, bring an ear to a shoulder, not so much shoulder to an ear, but bring the ear all the way down to what's comfortable. You can close your eyes, put a smile on your face if you want to. But what you can do here is if you want a little bit more, you're starting to lift that chin up at maybe a 45-degree angle, and you're going to start to work that stretch back through your shoulders here. So of course you can hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds on one side, maybe 5 long deep breaths, come up to the middle, and then you'll come all the way on over. And again, you can kind of play around with your chin here. And then another really good stretch, of course, is while we're stagnant at work, while we're sitting in our chairs, we're not getting enough blood flow to all of our organs. Of course, we'll be okay, but at the same time, getting that extra blood flow and squeezing out, like a dirty sponge is gonna be really good for us. So you can inhale, lift your body up, as long as you're away from the chair here, so you need a little bit of room in the back. And then you'll bring one hand over to a knee. You can bring the hand back behind you on the chair. And then you're gonna inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale, and turn and look over that back shoulder. And notice how you're using your core to actually twist you into a further twist here. So again, we wanna stay tall, long, and then use our core to come to the back. And of course, you're gonna do that on the other side to keep ourselves balanced and even. But then when we come up, we wanna get the lateral side of our body because again, we're so hunched over. So you can bring those arms up into the air, reaching up, looking up, and of course, reaching over. So rather than having that shoulder roll forward here, you're gonna wanna stay extended up, almost like you're looking through your armpit up towards the ceiling here. And you're gonna be able to get that stretch all the way through your side body, including into your lower back, which is a huge problem for so many people sitting at the desk all day. And of course, doing the other side. And then from here, we're gonna have one more where you keep it, yes, and this one is where you keep your foot flexed, yes. And keeping the foot flexed is gonna save your knee, but we wanna sit up tall, and then you can just slowly start to lean forward and maybe give just a very TLC loving push onto that knee. It's gonna help open up the hip there and the lower back, helping anyone with sciatica. It's pretty common when we're in the chair as well.
Yeah. Great, Megan, thank you. I also want to point out that we are matching here, did not plan that, so look at us go. But stretch at work, have fun with it, and have a good day. Reporting live in Marquette, Ainsley Watson will be back with more of your TV6 morning news after the break.